evening. I'm Dee Dee Chavis, Chief of Staff for Vice Mayor Pro Tem Martha Castex-Tatum, and we have an exciting virtual event planned this evening. On behalf of Vice Mayor Pro Tem, Ms. Barbara Height, Director of Constituent Services, Mr. Melvin Hopkins, Director of Constituent Services, Field Operations, Mr. Joe Gatson, Senior Administrative Specialist, and Ms. Kathy Sapp, Director of Communications. We welcome you to the 2021 State of the District Address. 2020 was filled with challenges. However, in spite of them all, we persevered together and still have so much to celebrate. Get ready to hear from several dynamic leaders who have worked alongside Vice Mayor Pro Tem to ensure District K continues to move forward. Tonight, you will learn about the work being done by our management districts, tax increment reinvestment zones, and by your District K team. We can't share the big picture of District K without learning more about our community partners. You are sure to enjoy the presentation highlighting the successes and future plans of these organizations. Then, what we've all been waiting for, we will hear from Vice Mayor Pro Tem Martha Castex-Tatum as she delivers her 2021 address. Thank you for joining us tonight. Now, let's get started with hearing from some of our District K community leaders.
Good evening. I'm Tondalyn Atkinson Weaver. I'm the chair for TERS 9, also known as the South Post Oak Redevelopment Authority. It is my pleasure to give to you, the community, exciting information about 6 exciting projects that we have that will start fairly soon. First, the major intersection improvements projects slated for West Orem and South Post Oak and Hiram Clark and South Post Oak are getting very close to starting very soon. The design phase is 100% complete, and the proposed improvements represents over $3 million in community investments. Number 2, the Corinthian Point Amphitheater project has been renamed the Larry V. Green Commons in honor of the late District Council member Larry V. Green. The design phase is 100% complete, and the project is currently in the permitting phase. Construction is slated to start fairly soon, that is early this summer, and the proposed facility is located between the prestigious Corinthian Point residential community and the Kingdom Builders Center. Proposed amenities include a covered pavilion, a playing field, picnic areas, walking trails, pop-up market and food truck areas. The proposed improvements represents approximately $1.5 million in community investments. Number 3, the authority commits to provide quality, affordable housing. Recently, the authority secured a 15-acre site within the TERS with the intent to ultimately utilize the site for affordable quality housing. Initial planning indicates that between 75 to 100 single-family homes in the range of $200,000 to $225,000 could be in that space. The authority is committed to investing at least $2 to $3 million towards this project. The construction of the TERS 9 sidewalk, curb, and ramp improvements project is almost completed and has been wildly successful. The project was split into several smaller bid packages to allow greater participation by local small and historically underutilized businesses. 100% of the construction contracts that were awarded were sent to small minority-owned businesses. The first phase of this project represents approximately $500,000 in community investments. Number 5, the Hiram Clark Bus Stop Crossing Improvements Project is slated to start construction late spring of this year. The design phase is 100% complete. The project will represent over $450,000 in community investment. And finally, the authority has a robust civic arts program that is governed by the Civic Arts Committee. These projects are currently in the design phase and slated to start construction later this year. The potential project could represent up to $100,000 in community investment. When you total the amount of these 6 exciting projects, the TERS 9 board has committed $8,550,000 in community investments. It has been my pleasure to give you this report this evening. Thank you.
Good evening, and I wish you a virtual welcome to Five Corners Improvement District. I'm Homer Clark, Board Chairman for Five Corners. We have a very involved and passionate Board of Directors, and I want to thank them for their service. The vast majority of Five Corners is located in District K. We value our relationship and partnership with District K and the Vice Mayor Pro Tem. The district was created to enhance the area by financing facilities and services beyond those provided by the city, county, or state. Yes, the COVID-19 pandemic has been an unprecedented challenge for all of us. But we figured out how to carry on our work. Our goals include increased safety, beautification, and recreation. Safety is important to us. So we employ the services of SEAL Security to regularly patrol key corridors in the district. This service put 2 to 3 vehicles on the street 7 days a week, equaling 160 hours a week. The officers work closely with district businesses and respond to their call for services. SEAL also work closely with the Southwest Division of Houston Police Department, in particular coordinating their patrols in locations of potential and proven hotspots for crime. As a result of this coordinated effort, Five Corners contribute to District K having among the lowest incidents of criminal activity in the city. In support of District K's initiative to combat litter in the district, Five Corners funded the installation of 5 billboards on major corridors to remind drivers and pedestrians, keep it clean. You know, pick up more paper than you throw down. Last year, the district adopted the medians on West Orem and Hiram Clark to Buffalo Speedway, an area we refer to as the Madison Mile. This year, there are plans for additional improvements to the area, include seeding the esplanades, lifting the tree canopies, and painting the pedestrian crosswalks to enhance the area around Madison High School. Again, Five Corners enjoys working with District K to make our neighborhoods cleaner and safer for all our businesses and residents. We anticipate great progress in Five Corners with our partnership with the TERS 9 and 25. So please keep an eye on us and the capital improvements that are coming your way soon. Make it a great day in District K.
Good evening. My name is Ralph Rieger, and I'm the chairman of the board of the Braes Oak Management District, better known as BOMD. We are pleased to have a large part of the management district located in District K and do our part to make this Southwest Houston a better place to live, work, and play. I believe BOMD is very fortunate to have the strong leadership of our Vice Mayor Pro Tem, Martha Castex-Tatum. She has been instrumental in allowing her constituents and stakeholders to be heard. Her intervention in the TxDOT's Fondren project was instrumental. TxDOT was forcing an unwanted 6-lane expansion that would have disturbed the tranquility of our community. BOMD has adopted and discovered Zoom like the rest of the world. Zoom has allowed us to be more productive. During 2020, BOMD was able to help us to update and create a park master plan, an economic development strategic plan, a streetscape and graphic master plan, and a strategic branding plan. These guiding documents will provide a firm foundation for the 2021 Livable Study starting April of this year. The Livable Center study was awarded by the Houston-Galveston Area Council. This past year, the District Porter Service conducted delittering and over 3,000 miles of street corridors, including esplanades, and 1,870 bags of trash with over 93,000 pounds of litter. Come on, District K, we can do better. The contractor also collected 1,700 bandit signs and more than 40 tires. This past year, and since the inception of our graffiti abatement program, over 5,000 tags have been eliminated. BOMD has reached out to emphasize the public safety through a campaign called See Something, Say Something. This partnership with the Crime Stopper is well welcomed in our area. To further support our public safety, Brays Oaks works closely and supports the Houston Police Department, specifically 2 substations that serve the management district, South Gessner and Southwest. Brays Oaks District provides a funding for all overtime programs with HPD and has had dramatic results. The overtime officers have taken known felons and drugs off the streets. The program has a hotline number, and that is 832-394-2660. That has been widely publicized and gives the business residents a way to report suspicious activities. In 2020, the Brays Oaks District has manufactured and installed 7 monument IDs on key corridors and esplanades, and the district plans to install more in the upcoming year. Implementations of these initiatives described in our master plans will be the highest priority this year and in the coming years. And when we get these projects built, Brays Oaks will be certainly one of the described livable areas in Houston and conduct business. We share Vice Mayor Pro Tem's goal in making it a great day in District K.
Good evening, and thank you for joining us as we highlight the accomplishments of District K. My name is Theodore Andrews, and I serve as chairman of the board of the Hiram Clark Fort Bend Redevelopment Authority, also known as City of Houston Tax Increment Reinvestment Zone number 25. The most significant accomplishment of our board has been the completion of the improvements to sidewalks, curbs, and ramps along major thoroughfares within the district. You should have noticed the newly poured concrete and brightly colored yellow paint on the curbs. This is an ongoing project and will continue into the next year. The most significant beautification project within Hiram Clark Fort Bend is the district gateways improvements. The district gateways are a major capital project which has been funded by the Hiram Clark Fort Bend Redevelopment Authority of close to $1 million. The design phase has been completed. Construction is scheduled to begin within the next 60 to 90 days with an anticipated completion date of within 6 months. The Hiram Clark Fort Bend Redevelopment Authority Board of Directors has entered into a contract with Up Art Studios to provide civic art engagement within the boundaries of the TERS. This project is in conjunction with Five Corners Management District and South Post Oak Redevelopment Authority, also known as TERS 9. We're excited about our completed projects. We're just as excited about our future projects. One of our future projects includes the reconstruction and redesign of 2 major intersections. one at Hiram Clark and West Fuquay, the other at South Post Oak and West Fuquay. These improvements are slated to receive new traffic control signals, new pedestrian signals, and crosswalks. While 2020 was a year of challenge for all of us, the Board of Directors has continued to work to move forward on the goals and objectives of its underlying mission, that is, to bring improvements to the Hiram Clark Fort Bend area. However, despite the challenges and the COVID restrictions, we have continued to convene our board meetings on the virtual Zoom platform. We've continued to have our consultants and contractors working on those projects which the board has approved. We'll continue to work together as a board, and we are excited about the future of Hiram Clark Fort Bend. Thank you.
In collaboration with its stakeholders, District K is creating a stronger and more resilient community. The following presentation of exhibitors represents a few of the community partners in the district and will highlight accessible services, recently completed projects, and some coming attractions you don't want to miss. Avenue 360 Health and Wellness Clinic is serving the citizens of District K with a full medical team. The new clinic recently opened its doors inside the Fountain Life Center at 14095 South Main. The medical team sees adults and children of all ages. The clinic offers primary care, behavioral health, dental care, and women's health. Patients are accepted with or without health insurance. Their mission is to provide patient-centered model of care where no one is to be turned away for inability to pay, treatment and prevention of illness, and focusing on Houston's underserved communities. In partnership with the Houston Food Bank, the Southwest Houston Healthcare Center is hosting a food drive the second Saturday of every month. A healthy community benefits every person in it. City of Houston Complete Communities. Fort Bend, Houston was named one of the 5 communities included in the 2019 expansion of Mayor Turner's Complete Communities Initiative, bringing the total to 10. The action plan for Fort Bend, Houston was adopted and approved by City Council on December 2020. Some of the upcoming events on the calendar for Fort Bend, Houston included the 2021 Houston chapter of the Architecture Institute of America Charrette and Design Workshop on April 10, 2021, and the Economic Development Workshop in spring 2021, led by the International Economic Development Council. Fort Bend, Houston is currently holding project implementation meetings. You may sign up today to participate at letstalkhouston.org/Fort Bend. Make sure you are receiving the Houston Complete Communities monthly newsletter or following the Houston Planning and Development Facebook page for more updates. Co-Starters Program. The Tri-Party of Five Corners Improvement District, Hiram Clark Fort Bend Redevelopment Authority, and South Post Oak Redevelopment Authority has been selected to partner with the Houston-Galveston Area Council as one of the 5 pilot participants in the Co-Starters Business Capacity Building Program. The launch of this pilot initiative is to support and strengthen the entrepreneurial ecosystems across the region. The program will provide training and technical assistance to startups and other businesses with the tri-party organizations. Co-Starters is a proven, signature 10 to 12-week cohort-based program with a curriculum that will equip entrepreneurs with insights, relationships, and tools needed to turn your ideas into action. The Edison Center. The Edison Center is a comprehensive community revitalization project. The project, located at 7100 West Fuquay Street, will be home to the Edison Performing Arts Center and has plans to feature the Lauren Anderson commissioned bronze sculpture titled In My Shoes. The facility will consist of the Larry V. Green Stage Theater, a dance studio with a 3,000 square foot event space, community health clinic, after-school arts academy, after-school computer lab, HBDI accelerator, Festival Park green space, restaurant, retail and office space, and the Edison Lofts. The Edison Lofts is a newly constructed 126-unit mixed-income workforce housing with on-site high-quality early learning center, pool, grill house, business center, and an exercise room. This community investment represents $13 million in City of Houston CDBG funding, and when complete, will represent a $45 million total investment in this area of Fort Bend, Houston. The The project will definitely be a model for other areas in the city and the country. Houston Parks Board, Bayou Greenways. Bayou Greenways 2020 is a public-private partnership between the nonprofit Houston Parks Board, the City of Houston, and the Houston Parks and Recreation Department. The initiative is implemented in close collaboration with the Harris County Flood Control District, which manages the county's bayous and creeks for drainage and flood risk reduction. Bayou Greenways 2020 is transforming 3,000 acres of underutilized land along 9 major waterways and creating a 150-mile network of connected parks and trails along Houston's major waterways. Have you experienced the Sims Bayou Greenway Trail and the Townwood Park connection to Sims Bayou Greenway? It's time to grab a friend and hop on our new trails and enjoy nature's beauty in District K. Hewitt Zollers. Hewitt Zollers Engineering is working on several infrastructure projects in the South Post Oak and Hiram Clark Fort Bend areas of District K. The sidewalks, curb and ramp projects on West Orem, South Post Oak, West Fuquay, and Hiram Clark are underway and nearing completion. Future projects include some key intersection improvements, as well as improvements to the district gateways along Main at Fondren, Chimney Rock, South Post Oak, and Hiram Clark. Have you noticed the visible improvements along these thoroughfares in our community? Johnson Development. In partnership with South Post Oak Redevelopment Authority, TERS 9, George E. Johnson Development will construct a new development, Green Commons at Corinthian Point. The development has been named in honor of the late District K Councilman Larry V. Green. The design phase is 100% complete and currently in the permitting phase. Construction is slated to begin in late spring to early summer with estimated completion prior to spring 2022. The proposed amenities include a covered pavilion with accessible plaza, youth playing field, picnic areas, walking trails, pop-up market, and food truck court. The facility is adjacent to the Gene Hines Caldwell Elementary School and the YMCA. The development will offer the community additional green space, a venue for outdoor performances, as well as sports fields for youth and those young at heart. We are looking forward to this family outdoor space to make more memories together as a community. Power Center Food Park. The Power Center Food Park started in May 2020 to help generate revenue for the Power Center, which could not host any events in their 17,000 square feet of meeting space due to the coronavirus pandemic. As they began to solicit vendors, it was discovered that the food park not only helped the Power Center, but it was a blessing to the vendors, which they refer to as partners. The park has become home to many partners who have been out of work since March 2020. It also represented an economic opportunity to at least one vendor who was furloughed during the pandemic and decided to start his own business. The food park has become a destination for families and small groups. An upcoming event includes a partnership with Black Restaurant Week, April 2nd through the 11th. It is estimated the event will attract 3,000 to 4,000 Houstonians during this time. The food park hours are 12 to 7 p.m. on Thursdays, 1 to 9 p.m. on Fridays and Saturdays, and 12 to 6 p.m. on Sundays. The Power Center Park is a family-friendly destination for the citizens of District K and all of Houston. Come by and pick up some great food and enjoy this unique business model. South Post Oak Recycling Center. South Post Oak Recycling Center is a Houston, Texas-based metal recycler that has continued to thrive and grow through trusted relationships and partnerships. They have proudly served Greater Houston and surrounding communities for over 25 years. South Post Oak Recycling Center's primary focus is on buying and recycling non-ferrous and ferrous metals from households, industrial contractors, companies, and government entities in an environmentally responsible manner. Metals such as copper, gutters, wheels, brass doorknobs, faucets, extension cords, Christmas lights, AC units, stainless steel, car batteries, aluminum cans, appliances, and more. South Post Oak Recycling Center partnered with District K community and Vice Mayor Pro Tem Martha Castex-Tatum in the annual Christmas Light Drive to help keep holiday lights out of our landfills for the past 2 years. Check out their Facebook page or website to learn more about items you can recycle and keep out of our landfills. Recycling is a major component of strong community development. Up Art Studio. Up Art Studio has launched an exuberant civic art project in District K. These phenomenal additions to the cultural landscape will enhance the district and beautify our community. Pilot projects have been selected and planned to begin in the spring and summer and continue into the fall of 2021. Several culturally relevant mini murals will begin to appear along the intersections of West Orem and Buffalo Speedway, South Post Oak and Heatherbrook, as well as murals along the bridge crossing at West Orem at Chimney Rock and Trailhead at South Post Oak and Sims Bayou Trail. Other featured artistic works in the planning and approval stages are a mural, playscapes at South Post Oak at Sims Bayou, an art banner district, and sidewalk poetry in multiple locations. Civic art enhances communities, strengthens neighborhoods, and provides great joy. We can never have too much joy. Westbury Community Garden. Westbury Community Garden grows community through gardening. Some of their premier projects over the past year have included Urban Harvest Hub distribution, Girl Scout Gold Project native bee habitats, honey fundraiser, seed money fundraiser exceeding their goal by 216%, and light pollution, working with neighboring businesses to mitigate disruption to nighttime pollinators by reducing bright lights through the use of lower wattage fixtures, saving energy and reducing light exposure. A new attraction to the installation of public art that is on permanent loan to the garden, the large concrete polymer sculpture by Houston sculptor Bill Davenport is entitled Big Cabbage. Let's see how many people have a picture next to the Big Cabbage. The first 2 residents who email your picture will win a special prize from the District K office, District K at houstontx.gov. Coming soon to the garden is the Sunflower Maze Project. Watch for upcoming information on Sunflower Maze events and how to schedule your small group this fall. Willow Waterway Green Space Conservancy. A coming attraction to the Willow Waterhole Conservation Reserve is the Levitt Pavilion, Houston. Willow Waterhole Conservation Reserve is a 280-acre park that serves an important dual function, reducing flood damage through a series of interconnected lakes that function as stormwater detention basins and providing the public with much-needed green space. Recognizing Willow Waterhole's potential to be more than just a flood control zone, the Willow Waterhole Green Space Conservancy envisioned it as a major new park that could revitalize the area as well as create expansive green space and provide recreational amenities. Seeking to fully realize the park's potential as a citywide destination, the Conservancy leaders have been influential in making Levitt Pavilion a reality. When a substantially designed, state-of-the-art venues open at Water's Edge, it will accommodate up to 5,000 nightly concertgoers and promises to become a beloved place for all Houstonians. We can't wait to enjoy more exciting events at one of our favorite District K destinations. When was the last time you enjoyed the Willow Waterhole?
These are only a few of the community partners in District K, and we are interested in partnering with many more. Government alone cannot do all that is needed to keep our community thriving. Let's continue to work together to ensure District K is a safe, clean, fun, enterprising community that we all enjoy and are proud to call home.
Good evening. I'm Jacob Paul Tatum, and I am honored to introduce the Vice Mayor Pro Tem and Council Member of District K tonight. I know firsthand of her love and passion for this community. We can't drive down the street without her commenting about every sign, violation, piece of trash, or anything that needs to be addressed. She spends countless hours working on projects, pitching ideas, and advocating for every single person, neighborhood, and business in our community. I personally was proud to cast my vote for her, and I enjoy volunteering alongside her, and I am proud to present her tonight. District K, help me welcome our council member and my mom, Vice Mayor Pro Tem Martha Castex-Tatum.
Good evening, District K. Thank you all for joining our 2021 State of the District virtual address tonight. Last March, you may remember our 2020 State of the District event was the last physical event we hosted in the community prior to the COVID stay-home precautions. I'll never forget the excitement that filled the room at the Fountain Life Center as hundreds of us joined together to celebrate the big picture of District K. That night still hails as one of my favorite District K events yet. From a severe pandemic causing economic turmoil, social unrest, and calls for equality to a deep winter freeze, we have seen our share of challenges. 2020 was a year that changed us in ways we never could have imagined. In spite of the loss, emotional distress, and financial hardships many residents have faced, I'm standing here tonight to let you know it's still a great day in District K, and we will never lose our hope. You have heard from our TERS boards, management districts, along with several other community partners. These dedicated community leaders have continued to show up week after week in support of my campaign promise to each of you: visible, meaningful improvements in our community and the restoring of your faith in government. For the last 1,049 days in office, your District K team and I have been focused on delivering and advocating on your behalf. Currently, the District K office is managing, along with Public Works and other entities, over 45 projects totaling more than $260 million of investment right here in District K. Some of those projects include panel replacements throughout District K, a new Spark Park at Montgomery Elementary School, the Spelman Detention Project, the Holmes Road Reconstruction Project, Buffalo Speedway improvements, West Fuquay intersection improvements, upgraded bus stops along Hiram Clark, storm drain improvements, trail extensions, Park Manor pavement replacement, bridge replacements at Hillcroft, Grapevine, and Tiffany Drive, lift station rehabilitation, water line replacements, street overlays, sidewalk and curb repair and painting, speed cushions, civic art projects, and our highly anticipated Gateway project that we will surely have a groundbreaking ceremony for this summer. Once again, I want all District K residents to see the big picture of what's happening in our community. Tonight is about reiterating how powerful we are when we work together and how small actions joined together make big impacts. District K continues to be the third safest district in the city of Houston. However, we can never stop striving to improve on our best. We are looking forward to working with District K's own newly appointed police chief, Troy Fenner, along with other HPD officers, constables, community members, and businesses to ensure safety in our community remains a top priority. Thank you to all the residents who have pivoted from our in-person monthly PIP meetings and continue to participate virtually each month. In times of economic distress, many of us are concerned about the threat of rising crime in our city. We must rally together and take necessary action to help protect our neighborhoods. Keeping our neighborhoods clean and free from illegal dumping, making sure our street signs are operable, being alert and saying something if you see something are a few ways we can work towards continued community safety. The District K Hot Team has played a monumental role in ensuring our community is clean and safe. They have set the standard for Houston and are keeping our Clean State of Mind campaign thriving. Our Hot Team members start their day early, and most days have combed through the district before many of us start moving around for the day. They pick up bandit signs, clean up debris, haul big items out of our streets, clean the storm drains, and so much more. They are our true community heroes. A clean community is the baseline to everything we do and aspire to do in our community. The new library in District K is moving right along. Design began in January 2020, and construction is scheduled to begin in the third quarter of 2021. And we will all be enjoying our new regional library on Belrose before the end of 2022. In addition to our over 45 projects, I am also in preliminary talks with Harvest Market Grocery Store. Harvest Market is a neighborhood store with delivery capabilities via a full-service trolley. We are looking forward to having the trolley services begin in Fort Bend, Houston soon, hopefully followed by a brick-and-mortar store shortly afterwards. If you would like to experience Harvest Market, visit their store on Sienna Parkway or check out their app and social media pages. Tonight, while I'm excited to talk about all of our accomplishments thus far, I'm ecstatic to introduce the new programs that will transform our level of engagement district-wide. The first program I'd like to introduce tonight is MPAC, M-P-A-C, Martha's President Advisory Council. This advisory council will be made up of every civic club and HOA president in District K. Currently, we have 97 civic clubs and HOAs listed, with some being more active than others. As a community, we are only as strong as our weakest link. And in the words of Dr. King, whatever affects one directly affects us all indirectly. It is my hope that MPAC will inspire neighborhoods without leadership to reactivate and reinvigorate their neighborhood pride. At a time when our country has been polarized on the national, state, and even local level, it is critically important that politics does not transition from the need of the most important P word, which is people. Every neighborhood in District K is capable and deserves strong leadership. MPAC will create opportunities to build relationships, consensus, share ideas, and create networks. I don't believe there are any concerns that together we can't solve. I always say the people closest to the problems usually have the best ideas for the solutions. Imagine the strength of advancing our issues collectively as we maintain and improve neighborhood integrity across the entire district. History will write about what we do with the challenges of our community, and I want District K to have a model story of optimism, hope, and resiliency. The second program I'm excited to introduce to you tonight is our official District K recognition program, the Kudos Award. Why kudos? Kudos is an expression of approval and acclaim, and it also starts with K. I wanted to create an award that really celebrated service to our community. The Kudos Award will allow me to recognize everyday residents doing extraordinary work in our community. This past year, I have witnessed so many acts worthy of high acclaim, and I want you to know how much we value your contributions to the success of our district. With more active and engaged community members to work alongside us in the District K office, we can look forward to more meaningful policy to protect our neighborhoods, like the new donation box ordinance that will come before City Council in late April or early May. It was the constant frustration of our residents that led me to work with Administration and Regulatory Affairs and City Legal to create a donation box ordinance that will soon benefit all Houstonians. Saturday, April 10th is Keep Houston Beautiful Day. Have you and your neighbors registered and planned a cleanup event yet? If so, let us know and we will deliver litter grabbers to help keep District K beautiful. I hope the time we have spent together this evening has ignited a fire in you as much as it has in me. Before I close tonight, I want to let you know there are prizes for your participation. Check your email tomorrow for a list of drawing winners. We have also compiled the questions and comments you submitted with your registration, and we will publish those questions with the answers in our next newsletter. I cannot end the evening tonight without thanking my phenomenal staff. I can't do this work alone, and each one of you adds an invaluable gift to our team. Dee Dee, Joe, Barbara, Melvin, and Kathy, thank you for your dedicated service to the residents of District K. You helped make me a better leader, and I'm honored to have you on my team. To the residents of District K, you raised me up. Leadership requires that we decide what we want to fight for. What I've gleaned from all of you is we want to continue to fight for the residents who think no one is listening to their concerns, for the seniors who want to enjoy their seasoned years with dignity, for those students who may have to fight their way through soul-crushing poverty, for the business owners who are trying to sustain and make it through months of lost revenues. We all must fight for the dreams of our community and our families. I will never stop leading this district beyond what we can ever imagine. When we are willing to go beyond our limits, we change the places we inhabit. Tonight, I hope you log off inspired and filled with a desire to engage, contribute, and volunteer to make the community we love better every day. Thank you, District K.